If you're a child playing with your friends on the playground, 8 minutes is not long enough. But if you're a child running and hiding with your classmates because there's a shooter in your school and you're waiting for the police to arrive, 8 minutes can be the most terrifying time of your life. CNN recently reported that there were 79 shootings during the last school year, all resulting in deaths and injuries. Unfortunately, this trend is repeating itself this year. Now, you figured that schools are only in session 180 days a year. That means there's 2 to 3 shootings in schools every week. Let me repeat that. 2 to 3 times a week, either children or educators are being shot in schools. And each time, hundreds of more kids are being traumatized because of the event.
We actually thought someone was going to come in here and kill us.
Almost as damaging as hundreds of thousands of kids are all being traumatized by the news they see, and worse, by the continuing drills that remind them that one day this could happen to them. Security in schools is getting tighter. Surveillance equipment is being installed. Silence alarm systems are alerting local police in real time when shooters get into the schools. Their average response time has been cut from 30 minutes now down to between 7 and 8 minutes. But what is happening during those 8 minutes, waiting for those policemen to get there? That's the big concern. During those 8 minutes, teachers and students either have to run and expose themselves in the hallway, or they huddle in the dark, defenseless against the shooter. Well, now that can change. We have developed a practical and safe device that will allow a teacher to neutralize the shooter, put them on the defensive, waiting for the police to arrive. And to keep this device friendly, we've named it the Bopper, so teachers won't have to carry a gun to shoot back at the bad guys. They can just bop them. The Bopper defense system is built around a seemingly simple cylindrical tube. This tube is filled with a very special, non-toxic, dry composite, which when launched by compressed air from our specially designed Bopper, it will do just that. Each tube is cut in a double helix configuration, which causes it to spring open on impact, throwing this composite out in a starburst-like motion. Imagine you're a shooter entering a classroom expecting to see teachers and children hiding behind lockers and desks, and instead, you're greeted with this. The starburst of our composite flies up into the shooter's face, getting into their mouths, their nose, and their eyes, causing both a choking and temporary blinding effect. The heavier, more dense materials cling to them and actually smear when the shooter tries to wipe them away from their mouth or their eyes, and even covers their glasses. The lighter materials form a light-reflecting cloud around them, further impairing their vision and momentarily disorienting them, hiding the teacher and the children from their view. In fact, we call these tubes a 3D Bopper dart. The 3D stand for distract, disorient, and possibly disarm. The bottom line is that a teacher can completely turn the tables on an aggressor and put them on the defensive. The launcher carries not 1, but 2 darts, making recovery from the first shot much more difficult, if not impossible. What happens next? Well, that's going to vary from situation to situation. But when the dust finally settles, precious minutes have gone by and precious lives have been saved.